So class 9 children, today we are ready to perform a set of 5 experiment, and that is your 5 chemical reaction. In this set of 5 chemical reaction, we will study about the different types of chemical reaction children, where you will get to know that what are the different types of chemical reaction and how to identify them. So identifying the chemical reaction is a big scientific skill, and that I will try to provide you by performing the experiment as well as by telling you the theoretical aspect of it also. So you will see the practical very carefully that I will perform in front of you, and you will get benefited. I am sure that you will it will help you out, and you will gain the knowledge of the 5 chemical reaction. And these 5 chemical reaction actually is very closely related with the topic that you have already studied in your class 8, that is your metal and non-metal children. So time to time you will get reminded by those displacement reaction etc. and the bonding of magnesium ribbon that you have already studied in class 8. So it will be a good journey for you. Okay boys, my first reaction in this series is your burning of magnesium strip. You can see very clearly that I have taken a magnesium strip with the help of a tong. This is your apparatus, and here I have switched on the flame, and flame is burning, and I will just bring this magnesium strip close to the flame, and you will see that the magnesium strip will not catch fire easily. It will not catch fire like the paper catches fire, but it will take time. Why? Because the magnesium is a metal, but it is a reactive metal children, and that metal will burn definitely, but it will take its time to gain the ignition temperature, and you can see how that it has started burning, and it is giving dazzling white light, and then soon it will convert into a white ash. You can see this is your white ash, and this white ash is what type of substance? Is it acidic or basic? That also we will test just now. So soon children, you have seen that I have burnt a magnesium ribbon, and I am just to make the concept clearer, I am doing the experiment all over again, so that you can see that how the magnesium ribbon burns, and it looks really very interesting when it gives a bright white light. And this is because of this property of the magnesium children. It is used in the firecrackers, and everywhere when you burn the firecrackers during a festival, it is nothing but it is maximum of the firecrackers are using the magnesium because of this property of giving a very dazzling light. Now we just switch off the flame, and we will try to taste the nature of this magnesium ash. This is the white ash. You can see it very clear that the ash that has been obtained after burning the magnesium ribbon is looking totally white in nature. So how to taste its nature? Nature is basically of 3 types boys, and that is your acidic, either basic or neutral. If it is turning red to blue litmus paper, then what will be the nature? Nature will be your basic. And if it is turning blue to red, then it is your acidic. And if it is not changing any change towards the litmus color of the litmus paper, either blue or red, then it will be your neutral substance. So we have to see it. So we are trying to make a suspension of it. Suspension means it is not soluble, although the mixture of white ash and water is called colloid, but let's see whether it is dissolving here or not. So you will find that it is not much dissolving, and so somehow I have tried to crush it, and I have added some water here, and now I will see that what is the effect of adding the litmus paper, and does it show any color change? So I have put one blue litmus paper, and I am keeping one red litmus paper as well here, and it will take some time. We have to give it some standing time, and then we will see that whether the color is changing. इसमें आपको ये थोड़ा समय तो देना ही होगा ये देखने के लिए कि कलर चेंज होती है नहीं, कलर में क्या चेंज आता है, ये थोड़े समय बाद ही हम जान पाएंगे. So boys, just now we have performed the burning of magnesium strip, and the type of chemical reaction. Every time I have to tell you at the end of performing the chemical reaction that what is the type of chemical reaction. This is our aim of experiment in fact. So the type of chemical reaction here is your what? Addition reaction. Why? Because the 2 substances, magnesium and oxygen, is combining together. Magnesium is burning in the presence of oxygen, and it is forming what? A white ash, which is a new substance, and that new substance is magnesium oxide. So here you can see that there are 2 elements, magnesium and oxygen, and it is forming a compound that is a magnesium oxide, and that compound is a chemical result of the chemical combination of the magnesium and oxygen. That is why it is your chemical combination reaction or addition reaction. Now we have done what? Just to test its nature, we are adding some water, and after adding water it will convert into again new substance, and that is your milk of magnesia, and that milk of magnesia is a weak base that we frequently use in the antacids and toothpaste. In the meanwhile, we just try to see that what change has been found in the litmus paper, which was kept inside the solution of milk of magnesia, and you can see that the blue is blue, but the red also has changed into blue. Means what is the nature of the substance? It is what? Basic in nature, and that has been proved here. The second experiment that I have planned for you today will be a simple displacement reaction. But before performing it, I am trying to remind you about what type of chemical reaction is it and what we are going to do here. We will take a moderately reactive metal, and that we are taking it here as a zinc, and a dilute acid. We are taking that dilute acid is your dilute hydrochloric acid, and we will combine it. We will combine it at the room temperature and pressure. No heating etc. will be done, and then we will see that it will dissolve. The zinc will start dissolving, and it will convert into a new substance, will change into a new substance, and that new substance will not be visible because it is a soluble substance, and that is your salt, and that salt is your zinc chloride, and lots of hydrogen bubbles will look getting evolved. It will be produced when this chemical reaction will take place, and that hydrogen gas will be tasted, because just by looking at the bubbles you cannot confirm that what gas is coming out. So we will do the confirmation test of the hydrogen gas also, and you will see it, and it will give you what will be the chemicals required here. Chemical will be your dilute acid, and that we are going to take dilute acid in the form of dilute hydrochloric acid, and we have kept it some around 10 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid will be taken from this bottle, and it will be transferred into the test tube. So I have done it successfully, and then I am taking a piece of zinc metal. Why zinc I have chosen? Because the zinc is neither very reactive nor less reactive, so it will control the rate of reaction. That is the aim behind choosing the zinc, because if we are taking very reactive metal like sodium and potassium, and acid itself is a highly reactive substance, then it may can result into some accident. So when we are performing any experiment in the lab, boys, it is very important that we take all the precaution so that no unpleasant circumstances we have to face. So this is your zinc metal, and this zinc metal is kept inside your test tube. Now we will have to wait and watch just for few seconds. So can you see that very fast and tiny bubbles, colorless bubbles of a gas is getting produced here, it is getting evolved. Just by looking at the bubbles you cannot conclude or you cannot reach to the, आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि कौन सी गैस है जो ये निकल रही है, लेकिन हर गैस की कंफर्मेशन टेस्ट होती है, ये अच्छी बात है. तो वो कंफर्मेशन टेस्ट मैं आपके सामने लाइव करके दिखाऊंगी, and then you will get a good concept of how to test hydrogen gas in the lab, and it is a very simple experiment, children, and that I will perform in front of you. But before that, I am telling you about the chemical reaction that is going on. This is zinc metal, which is basic in nature. All the metals are basic, and this is your dilute acid. So at the room temperature only, metals which are the reactive metals, not I am talking about the noble metals, react very vigorously, very fastly, very rapidly with the dilute acid only, not the concentrated acid, and not at the higher temperature but at the room temperature, and it will produce hydrogen gas. That is going on here. It is quite visible. What is done to confirm the presence of hydrogen gas, that we take a splinter and we burn it. When we burn it, it will catch fire, and we will just put this splinter inside the test tube where we have performed the experiment, and you will see very clearly that a pop sound has been heard, and you have already heard it, that it is actually has produced the pop sound which confirms the presence of hydrogen gas, and you must have enjoyed this experiment. So it confirms that the hydrogen gas is forming here, no other gas. So one substance that is produced here is your gaseous substance, and that is your hydrogen gas. But one more substance which is very important in this reaction has been produced, and that is your salt. But that salt is your soluble salt, and it is your salt of zinc and chlorine, and that is your zinc chloride, boys. But it will not be visible from your eyes because this salt is highly soluble and it is dissolved in the mixture.